Ladies and gentlemen, we're absolutely live from Wolf TV. It's Talk Back to Daniels and Webster with J. Daniels and John Webster.
Tell me what's on your mind.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
Good night. Okay.
Talk Back to Daniels and Webster. We're live and on the air direct from Wolf TV in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Here's that chance you've been waiting for to see the dynamic duo in action. Operators are standing by to patch your calls directly to Wolf TV studios. Talk Back to J. Daniels and John Webster. To get to those phones, our show's about to begin. Live!
Good evening. I'm Hugh Downs.
And I'm Barbara Walters, and this is 2020.
No, actually, this is Talk Back with Daniels and Webster. I'm Jay Daniels.
And I'm John Webster, and for the uninitiated, we are the morning announcers, or disc jockeys, or whatever you want to call us, at Rock 107 here in Scranton.
Each morning from 6 until 10, we play music, we chat with our listeners, we figure out their gripes, we solve their problems, we give healthcare tips, stock market advice.
And we know what you're saying, what gives us the expertise to handle these topics.
Well, we kind of look at it this way. Sorry, we're forced to do that.
Professional entertainers.
Anyway,
we always have to do that.
What gives Geraldo the authority to be an expert? Being fired from 2020? How about Morton Downey, just because his father was a singer, huh?
So it follows that we're at least as qualified, so they gave us a talk show.
Now, the first thing a talk show needs is something to look at. Now, for those duties, we turn to the lovely Vienna.
Oh, how about a nice hand for Vienna? And it's important to point out here that the lovely Vienna was not our original lovely assistant. She filled in at the last moment because our original lovely assistant, her day job is involved in sales, and it seems her boss decided that her appearing on the program tonight might damage her credibility. Now, maybe it's me, but I've never heard the words credibility and salesperson in the same sentence. Maybe it's just me, I don't know.
Well, now, what we want to do is tell you what we're going to be doing tonight. It's a chance for you to call in on a variety of topics. We'll explore the possibilities of a Jim McNulty campaign, give you a tour and quiz on Scranton and Northeast Pennsylvania, and we'll have as our special guest tonight Gene Torkelson, who is the TV writer for the Times Leader newspaper in Wilkes-Barre, and Michelle Solomon, who is the TV critic for the Scranton Times, and we'll be talking about local television.
And we'll show you what a newscast should look like with another edition of No Witness News.
We'll open the phone lines to our viewers, and we'll even be chatting with some of the members here of our studio audience and reminding them that what they paid to get in here, they can't be too choosy.
You know, before we continue, we should probably mention the phone numbers in the Scranton area. The number is 347-WOLF.
Or anywhere else, you can call toll-free 1-800-221-WOLF.
And WOLF is, what does that translate to on your telephone keypad?
9653, in case you don't have, letters on there.
Fancy letters like nowadays with this on there.
And, of course...
You might have a Con Air telephone or something like that. They don't always have them.
And, of course, the lovely Vienna will be holding up the applause sign so that you... Just like that. That's right. She'll be holding up the sign just like that, and so people at home can see it as well, and that way they can, play along and, pretend that they're, part of the show.
If that doesn't work, a surefire way to get the people here in the audience moving. Hey, you folks are the greatest audience in the world. All right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. And remember also, if things start to go really slow here tonight, we can always turn it into the Home Shoppers Network.
What do you have for us?
Right, here we have, it's the Marvel Long Life Indoor Reflector Bulb. Yes, friends, we only have, 2,000 of these left. So give us a call now. The number's on the bottom of your screen, okay? And the item number is 23456 789 10 11 12 13. All right, these the retail value, I think it's $119.95.
Oh, something like that.
$119.95, okay? You can do it in 3 easy payments and 3 monthly installments, whatever you want to do. We can turn it into that. So we're asking for you to call us. Once again, the numbers are 1-800-221-WOLF, anywhere except Scranton. In Scranton, it's 347-WOLF.
Consider us the first TV chat lines. And remember, it's $10 for the first minute, $4 each additional minute. And kids, Remember to get your kids' your parents' permission before you dial.
Kind of pricey, isn't it?
Well, you know.
So why not kick back and open up another frosty one? Because we will. And enjoy. We'll be right back with an eye on the Scranton mayoral campaign. Vienna! Yeah! Yeah!
I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Hi, I'm Jan Candell.
And I'm Barry Kendall.
What you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
There's some money. Wait a minute. Here you go. Give it out.
Good evening and welcome back to Call Me Bub.
This is not Call Me Bub. We wanted to call it Call Me Bub, but that got shot down by somebody in charge. We're not sure who that is. This is Talk Back with Daniels and Webster.
Again, just remember our phone calls, 800-221-WOLF or 347-WOLF. A couple of weeks ago was St. Patrick's Day. In fact, the St. Patrick's Day parade took place
you're
in
Uncle
Scranton.
Mike, your sister Kate, down by the garden
Gate.
gate. Everybody.
Anyway. Okay. We went downtown during the parade and...
Crazy nuts that we are.
And started talking to a few of the people and asked them a rather strange question, that if they were going to do a commercial for Jim McNulty's re-election campaign, what would they do to show their support?
What kind of comments would they make? And I think we have that tape ready to roll in the control room. Guys, if we can roll the tape on McNulty.
Excuse me. We were making a campaign commercial for Jim McNulty.
Sure.
And we asked you to make a comment about him. What would that comment be?
Jim McNulty? He's a big, big man. That's all I've got to say.
He's all right. He was a partying mayor. I enjoyed him.
Who's James McNulty?
I'd say he's bigger than America itself. I don't know him.
I don't know Jim McNulty.
I don't know Jim McNulty at all.
Who's Jim McNulty?
Oh, I'm glad you live in Jessup.
He's the best president now. I like him.
I would say I'm for him.
Jim McNulty's a good dude. He's all right. I like him. He's a big, big man. That's all I've got to say.
Like the Michelin Man going down the street, didn't he? You see the woman in the green glasses? Ooh, that is evil twin, I think it was. Then you had Charles Manson a little earlier. I don't know who he is. I have no clue. Well, there you have it. That was the makings of what may be, or may not be, a McNulty campaign commercial in the future. But right now, of course, the numbers, once again, 347-WOLF in Scranton and 1-800-221-WOLF everywhere else.
One thing Jim McNulty promises is that he is going to bring a better Scranton, or make a better Scranton, since his last term. And I think our first call is, that's going to be what we're going to be talking about here. And hello, you're on the air.
Yes, I know this is a kind of tough question, but with mayors in the past like we've had in the future now with Mayor Wenzel, what do you think the outlook on Scranton is?
Well,
What, you mean just a general overview of,
I've heard people say, I wish we could have a flood just like Wilkes-Barre did.
Yeah, that would solve a lot of problems. Oh, do you think, well, who do you think would be the best mayoral candidate to lead the city down the primrose path of success?
Daniels and Webster.
Hey,
Oh, so you think we ought to run for mayor?
Definitely.
And chief of police. That's vacated too now, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. The police chief decided to retire, like 2 years short of...
Oh, I don't know. They have some sort of a retirement incentive plan now, and he's been the chief 2 months, and now he's out of there.
Oh, sure.
You're out of there. He's gone. He's out of there. I don't know. Why? Do you think there's a possibility that there's a lot of progress in the future for Scranton?
No, not.
It's just going to go...
What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Sean Pendrick. I'm calling from Scranton.
Are you in jail now, or where were you?
No, but I was. No.
You were. But I'm out on bail tonight.
No, nothing like that. No, I just wanted to know, like, with the mall and everything, all the procrastination in Scranton.
Do you think the mall's going to happen?
No.
Then that means Pete Bordes will survive. You realize that?
Well, they want to close my school and shut down everything else in Scranton.
Oh, you're running to school now, are you, Sean? Tell me, did you go to school on the long bus or the short bus, Sean?
I don't take the bus, I walk.
Okay, all right, there you go. Well, thanks a lot for calling, Sean. I hope we solved your problem. Take 2 of those and give me a call tomorrow morning. Let's check out line 2. And, hello, you're live on the air on Talk Back with Daniels and Webster.
Yeah, hi, this is Eric Rikus.
How you doing, Eric? Where are you calling from tonight?
Clark Summit.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I want to know about your personal views about McNulty.
our personal views about McNulty. Hell of a guy. puts on a great fireworks show.
Has some of the best roses in town. Gives those away all the time.
That's right. I remember when he ran for county commissioner a few years back, he rented a train and had beer whistle stops all the way through the county. Do you remember that? Do you remember that, Eric?
Yeah.
You do? Just barely, though, right? Did you say where are you calling from,
Clark
Eric?
Summit.
Clark Summit. The hospital's up in Clark Summit, isn't it? What do you think about McNulty, Eric?
I think he's good. I think he has a lot of determination.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think his chances are?
I think they're pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your call, Eric. Can we check out another line here? Who else do we have? Is somebody ready to go here? All right. The number is once again 800-221-WOLF or 347-WOLF if you're calling in the Scranton area. In the meantime, it's the Curl Up and Die Curling Iron, folks, on the Home Shoppers Network right here. We only got about 150 of these left, 3 minutes left to call. Give us a call now. Well, they're going for what, $19?
Yeah.
They're marked down. They're like $18.99.
Special price now.
They're marked way down, so why not give us a call now? It's 347-WOLF or 1-800-221-WOLF. Friends, I don't know if you can read this. 4 arguments for the elimination of television, okay, by gerrymander. These are gone too, by the way, with every one of these curl up and die curling irons that you call in for tonight. Don't miss out on a great opportunity like this. Let's check out a line here. Do we have a caller on the line ready to go?
Not that you know.
Let's just poke and hope and go for random here.
What, do you think so? All right, let's go for it. Hi, you're on the air. Who are you?
This is Chris Cuff from Scranton.
Chris, how are you?
Pretty good.
What do you want to talk about?
I just wondered, man, I listened to your tape before the election, Sport Nation. I was just wondering if you guys should add Jim McNulty to the Scranton Dopes.
What, you mean as a character?
Yeah. I think it would be a good character to add to that show you guys do there. I think you should do it more often in the morning.
Yeah.
I always listen to you guys before I go to school, you know.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
Scranton.
Yeah, where in Scranton? Are you at home?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're not out trying to hurt yourself tonight, are you? Are you old enough to vote?
No.
You're not old enough to vote?
Nope, got another year.
Okay, if you were old enough to vote, would you vote for McNulty?
Yeah, I guess I would.
What about Paisano?
I wouldn't vote for Paisano.
What about the haircut on that guy, huh?
Yeah, would you vote for his hair?
Maybe I'd vote for his hair.
Yeah, if it was running separately, sure.
It's a hot one. This is a hot one.
All right, well, thanks for your call.
All right.
So long.
347-WOLF, 1-800-221-WOLF. It's Talk Back to Daniels and Webster. We had a couple of names for this show. Of course, the first one we came up with was Call Me Bub. That got shot right down. Of course, because it didn't mean anything, I suppose, had a lot to do with it. We're also going to shoot for, hey, it's not our license, but that's no good either. At any rate, we'll be back in a couple of minutes with our guests, Gene Torkelson and Michelle Solomon, after these messages of interest.
I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. What you're feeling. Tell me what's on your
Welcome back. It's Talk Back with Daniels and Webster. Again, our phone number is 1-800-221-WOLF or 347-WOLF.
So we were going to call it Call Me Bub, but no, we already mentioned that, didn't we?
Yeah, we've already covered that ground once or twice.
Hey, it's not our license, and then they told us, don't touch anything, don't break the cameras. So here we are on the TV. Hi, Mom.
Thanks.
Thanks a lot. I had to say that.
Why? Well, because everybody who's always on TV always says that.
Say it like this.
Thanks. We're kind of unaccustomed to being on television, being radio-type
Except for
people.
surveillance cameras.
Yeah, well, those we're real big at. A couple of weeks ago on our morning program, we did mention Channel 16, which has been a TV station we've picked on occasionally throughout the years.
Channel 16, of course, famous for their Buy Pennsylvania First. They put up a new building there, Montage, and of 11 contractors, 7 of them were from Oklahoma and Texas.
So you can see how far that's going. So anyway, we decided that we would invite to our show tonight the, 2 of the media writers. In fact, there may be just about the only, there's a few more, but these are the most respected, we believe, in the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area. Gene Torkelson from the Times-Leader, and from the Scranton Times, Michelle Solomon. Welcome to Talk Back with Daniels and Webster.
Nice to be here. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Is it true you asked us here so we wouldn't be able to critique your show?
No, you know, and we're afraid somebody's going to say that. You know, that, oh, geez, they wrote a puff piece on you guys now. You know,
It is
that had
true.
nothing to do with
That's
it.
exactly. That was the reason why.
Well, we started talking a couple of weeks ago with...
Before you get into that,
yes.
Gene, the Times Leader, what kind of ink is that? It gets all over my fingers.
Oh, it's the best ink in the world.
Oh, is it good
Yeah,
ink?
absolutely,
Oh,
absolutely. You'll
like
learn a lot from it. It
water-based
just
or
kind of comes right into you, you know?
We were talking about I guess the sports search.
Yes.
They were doing a weekend
Yes.
sports search, and a lot of people tried out for it, and were trying to become weekend sportscasters.
That's right.
And you found out. Now, how did you find out that it was all like pre-planned? That it was the person that they had to do it was going to be was already chosen.
You didn't have to be a rocket scientist to see that they gave the job to somebody who was their own intern.
See, would most people know that they were their intern, or that she was their intern?
Well, that was told ahead of time. I mean, I don't think that was a secret that Pat Porro, who got the job, was an intern last summer at Channel 16, and also, I understand, worked there as recently as during the Christmas break.
Now, because of what you wrote,
right,
you did receive a letter, didn't you, from the general manager?
Yes. Well, I'm banned from Haleville as of now. Eldon Hale, who's the general manager and president of Channel 16, has said that I'm no longer welcome on the premises.
All right, now Michelle, you also did write something about this little search,
yes,
didn't you?
Yes, I did. I wrote a small piece, not as big as Gene's, but I did write something. I didn't call it a sham, though, so maybe that's why I'm okay.
So then you're not banned from Haleville.
No, I'm not banned from Haleville. Okay. Although I did manage to break in from into their security system the other day, so I may, as of today, be banned from Haleville.
You get us in the backyard and take a look off the cliff there?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, now, is this going to, now the fact that you've been banned from their building and from talking to any employees, now is this starting to become a trend where this is going to stifle what you write about local TV?
I think both Michelle and I have found, writing about television, that at any given time, every station thinks that you hate them the most, that you are against them. And it kind of does a round-robin thing. And right now, Channel 16 thinks I hate them, which of course I don't. But, next week it'll probably be one of the other stations.
Michelle, has there ever been a story that you've not written because you were afraid of repercussions?
Oh, I don't know if I've not written it. I probably have written it. I pick on Channel 22's town meetings. There was one on last night, the dumping ground, which gosh, I think I was curling my hair at the time and I missed it.
You need one of John's curling irons.
Yeah, I do.
It's the curl up and die curling iron. Ladies and gentlemen, give us a call. The number's on the bottom of your screen.
But I try to miss those as frequently as possible.
Well, isn't there kind of a softening of television news in this market anyway? I mean, we've commented many times in the morning about I think it was Debbie Dunleavy who was eating kielbasa the other day. Channel
She sings once a year too, doesn't she?
Yeah.
The sun will come out.
And I think one of the complaints that we have is that there is these type of and eye tests too. Now we do want to mention that there is a place for that in television, but not necessarily during a newscast. Do you agree with that?
Well, the colon test, that was quite appealing to me, especially around 6 o'clock. I'm sitting eating my dinner in front of the TV, and I want to find out all about colon cancer. So.
Well, I when they were doing the eye test too, they were showing eye surgery, which okay, I'm not going to eat the peas here.
Well, I think they're going to do like transplanting hearts next season during the crucial February rating sweeps, which is always another fun thing. That's when you start to get really good programming.
Do you find that it's starting to get even worse? Like during sweeps months, that it is now just getting to the point where it's rather ribald.
Well, I think they're capitalizing on this tabloid, trash TV sort of stuff too now.
I think we have some calls for Gene and Michelle here.
Are you up for talking to some people here?
I don't know. We'll see. I guess
maybe it's Eldon.
Maybe it is my favorite person.
Well, if you'd like to call, we'll chat. Let's go to the first line here. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, Daniels and Webster. How are you?
Good.
Not too bad.
Do you have a question for Michelle or Gene?
Well, yeah, I just wanted to know what their feeling was on Pat Porro and Pittston area.
And Pittston area. Pat Porro and Pittston area.
I mean, as far as her qualification, she's been on a couple of weeks now. I mean,
sure. And I think that the Pat should be given a break and should be allowed to get to feel comfortable in the job. I said in my column, although Eldon seemed to appreciate it, but I think Pat reminds me a little bit of Mary Carrillo, who's a very, very good television sportscaster. I think she should be given a chance. But on the other hand, people who are real sports fans, and I'm not one of them, so I don't know all these things, but they tell me that she's been missing up here or there on some of her sports facts or some of the emphasis she's been putting on things. So
because I know we were accused of saying that we are prejudicial against female sportscasters because we were picking on Pat Porro, and I think we just want to make sure, and I think you agree with this, that's not the.
I brought out a point. They sent me a press release. The press release goes out. Here's the new sportscaster. Their press release headline said, WNEP TV 16 selects a woman for their sportscast. Yeah. And I thought, like, so selects a woman. Like, that's supposed to, I mean, I don't want to be, like, ultra-feminist here, but I just thought maybe they could have said, Stroudsburg native or something. I mean, we get press releases every day, but I just thought to bring that point out, I wondered if, maybe they were thinking about something there, like.
Yeah. We have another call here on the line. Shall we check one out here?
Right.
Okay.
In the next line. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Mark, and I'm calling from Greenridge.
Okay, Mark, do you have a question for Michelle Sullivan of the Scranton Times or Gene Torkelson of the Times Leader?
Yes, I do. I'd like to know how Joe Zone ever got back on that station as
a... Good question.
Now, wait a minute. I think Joe Zone's great on the air. Don't you? What do you
Gene, your credibility is going down the toilet.
Michelle, I don't think sports should be quite that. It's not brain surgery, right?
Well, that's true.
It fun.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't like him. He doesn't appeal to me. I think that he, well, first of all, the thing that sort of cracked me up was he was in charge at 16 when he was there before. Then he comes back, and, Tim's in charge. But I get this feeling like maybe he's still in charge, I mean, it's like he sort of runs the show, and not to mention the fact that, he's about 5'1". So it's hard for me to realize that, somebody...
Well, I think all of us would like to have that kind of a job where you can just go try something else. If it doesn't work, come on back and get paid elephant bucks to do it.
But you know what he's got? He's got a sense of humor. He doesn't take it seriously. He realizes that sports is supposed to be, it's showbiz. Excuse me, it's showbiz. And I think Joe Zone recognizes that, and I enjoy watching him.
All right, let's take another.
Take that, Eldon Hale. Doesn't think I like the station.
Let's take another call.
Hello, you're on the air. Talk back with Daniels and Webster. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Kim, and I'm calling from Dunmore.
Kim from Dunmore. How are you?
Good.
You have a question for Michelle or Gene?
Well, I think it would be better if you answered it.
Uh-oh.
Is it true that Mayor McNulty is a bit on the feminine side?
You think it'd be better if we answered that question?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Mayor McNulty could probably do Joe Zone's job rather well.
Mayor McNulty would be great at Joe Zone's job. That's not a bad idea. Do we have another call here? Let's check out a line. Do we have somebody? We have a caller here? All right. Let's go to line 10. I don't know.
Talk back with Daniels Webster. You're on the air.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Joe from where?
Scranton.
Scranton. PA?
Oh, no, but close enough.
All right. You have a question for Gene or Michelle?
Yeah, it's about News 22.
Okay.
I was wondering if either of them have met Paul Hepner, and is he a big a dupa head as he seems?
A dupa head?
I don't know. I haven't met Paul, no.
I can't say I have met Paul either,
No.
but he does a fine job with the weather. I mean, whatever there is to do with the weather.
And I don't think because we haven't met him, that doesn't make him a dupa head, does it? No.
He could very well be a dupa head.
But he might, again, not be. I don't know.
No,
we haven't met
him.
him.
I don't know.
No,
Reminds me of Jim Neighbor.
Yeah. He came from Channel 16.
Yeah, that was the interesting.
Yeah,
So,
he was the weekend guy there.
He made the bounce.
He made the switch.
All right, let's check out another line here.
I assume we're going here. Daniels Webster, you're on the air.
Yeah, hello. How's it going?
Good. What's your name? Where are you?
Todd McAndrew. I'm from Scranton.
Okay, Pat, what's your question?
Todd, not Pat.
Todd, sorry. Jeez, kill me, all right? All right, what is your question?
Actually, my name's Jim McNulty.
How you doing, Jim?
All right.
What's your question?
These things that you say about me all the time, how do you personally feel about this? Is this true, and how do you think I feel about you guys?
I think you lost me.
We have no idea what that was all about. Let's try another one here. Hi, you're on the air.
This is Pete from DuPont.
Pete from DuPont. You have a question, Pete?
Okay. Is it true that David Letterman and Linus both use the same orthodontist?
What did you say?
Something about an orthodontist.
Oh, well, it's got to be true.
Maybe it's
I mean,
Dr.
you know.
Steve Greenberg. I don't
No,
know.
that's right.
That
He
was
was
another
in
thing.
Miami,
You brought
yes.
that up. I mean, everybody does know that he was a dentist.
Yes.
And yet he's talking about
Heart surgery.
Heart surgery. And yet Channel 16 didn't seem to think that that was a problem.
Well, he did have background. He had done this stint somewhere else in a different market, and I'm not sure where, but he did have, you know, practical experience as being a dentist on TV.
I'm not a dentist, but I've seen one on TV. It's like we're running out of time here.
We don't have time for one short little thing about dentist.
Sure.
I did a column on Steve Greenberg, and then I was in the dentist's office about a week later having root canal, and my own dentist has the big tool in my mouth, and he's saying, by the way, I didn't like what you said about dentists, and you know, it was so that's part of the sidelight.
Was it dentists in general you didn't like, or just what you said about it?
Just what I said about dentists in general, yeah.
You better look at your teeth.
Thank you very much, both of you, for coming down here
Thank
and
you.
talking about
It was fun.
local
Thanks for having
TV. And we will be right back in just a couple minutes.
You know, people have been saying that truck drivers are an unsafe lot. Overloaded trucks with no brakes. Well, that's a crock of dung.
What they lack is proper training.
Call today for more details about our comprehensive, all-inclusive, one-week intensive training plan from the Ray Charles School of Truck Driving.
No relation.
Now you too can be behind the wheel of one of these big trucks.
Just listen to some of these benefits.
Number 1, training.
Number 2, in a truck.
Number 3, 30-minute lunch period.
Number 4, authentic-looking bills of lading.
Number 5, authentic-looking diploma.
Number 6, sunglasses.
Number 7, authentic Ray Charles 8-track to while away the hours.
No relation. And number 8, a ball-peen hammer.
All this and more can be yours if you call today the Ray Charles School of Truck Driving.
No relation. Now, let's listen to this unsolicited testimonial.
In just one short week, I drove this baby through 10 cars, 2 motorcycles, and a mobile home. And I owe it all to Ray Charles.
No relation.
That's right. I went from hanging out at truck stops to driving through truck stops. And it only took me one short week.
So call the Ray Charles School of Truck Driving today.
No relation. And you, too, can have the wind at your tail.
I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. What you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
Scranton, the all-America city. Not American, America. If we were making a commercial for the city of Scranton, tourism, what would you say to get people to come here?
I don't know.
Oh, you got me. You got me.
And let them stay where they are.
A lot of nice scenery to look at.
It's an awesome place.
Great food. Well, I don't know. I'm new here. I don't know.
It's a beautiful place.
No idea.
I wouldn't come here.
Nothing.
It's the greatest city in Pennsylvania.
This place is terrible. There's no place to go. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome back.
Scranton, the all-America city. Welcome back indeed to Talk Back with Daniels and Webster. Did you see the guy mention the food on there? Great food here in Scranton. Oh, yes, the mecca of food, isn't it?
Oh, sure. You know, and you can't get food anywhere else, but
No.
right here in Scranton.
Yeah, food here in Scranton. How about the other guy? Let them stay where they are. I think he's in charge of the tourism board, isn't he?
I think, as a matter of fact, he is. So, with that, and figuring that people, especially in the outlying areas, may not know enough about Scranton and Northeast Pennsylvania, we've put together kind of a little quiz to, let you figure out what's going on around here. And it's kind of multiple choice. You can play along at home, fill out the forms, and mail it in and grade yourself.
We got the answers.
All right, question number 1. Construction of a new mall in downtown Scranton will mean A, more jobs, B, increased shopping convenience, C, what mall?
Question number 2. The water quality in Northeast Pennsylvania makes it perfect for A, drinking, B, bathing, or C, a weapon.
Question number 3. With the recent declaration that the bridges were unable to carry the weight of trains at Steamtown, the National Park Service should A, reschedule the trips for next year, B, find alternate routes, C, close up shop and turn it into a tasty freeze?
Question number 4. The $50 garbage fee for the city of Scranton will be used for A, increased landfill expenses, B, promoting on-time trash pickup, or C, a cabin cruiser on Lake Wallenpaupack.
Question number 5. If Jim McNulty is elected mayor, Scranton can look forward to A, progressive leadership, B, construction of the mall, C, wider drive-thrus at McDonald's.
Question number 6. One-man police patrols will give the city A, greater visibility, B, a wider range of protection for its citizens, or C, even more scraped-up police cars.
Question number 7. Ed Paisano's hair is a result of A, an expensive New York hairstylist, B, the way he woke up, C, aerodynamic mailman experiments by the government.
And finally, question number 8 in the Scranton Northeast Pennsylvania quiz. This program, Talkback with Daniels and Webster, has provided the home viewer with A, an insight into Northeast Pennsylvania happenings, B, a public forum, or C, diddly.
Don't forget our telephone numbers, 1-800-221-WOLF, that's 9653 if you want to dial it out by numbers, or 347-WOLF. You're going to go out into the, talk to some of the members of our studio audience. We'll be going back to the phones in just a couple of minutes, and we'll see what some of these fine people who have come into our studio audience today have to say about the city itself. You all clear here?
Testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
How about in the back?
Yeah.
B7.
All right, let's get some names here. How much? All right, we have a lot of room here. Can we see all the way back here? What is your name, sir?
Jeff Walsh.
Jeff, where are you from?
Scranton.
Okay, you ever been in jail, Jeff?
No, not yet.
How do you like the show so far tonight?
It's wonderful.
Is it doing good so far?
I enjoy it, yes.
Everything would be this colorful here at a television studio?
It's big in here.
Isn't it? You can tell the spacious accommodations here where our studio audience relaxes in comfort. All right, let me move back here. What is your name, sir?
Tom McCauley.
Tom, and you're from where?
Scranton.
Okay. You like the thing we did about McNulty?
Well, yeah, he's a big guy. I agree there.
Think so? You think he's got a chance?
Better than Paisano.
Who's not running. There you go. Okay. All right, what is your name, sir?
Hank Pistoli.
Hank Pistoli?
Yeah, Hank.
Hank? And
from Witten.
From where?
Witten.
Witten, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, down by the river.
What river would that be, Hank?
Lackawanna.
Lackawanna River, not down by the almighty Mississippi. Okay. How do you like the show so far, Hank?
Oh, it's nice.
Very nice. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Bob Pistoli. I'm his brother.
The Pistoli brothers are here tonight, folks. Hank and Bob. How do you like the show? What's that?
He lives down by the river, too.
Right down by the river with you?
Mm-hmm.
Down by the riverside?
No.
Boom, 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 down by the river. Everybody, come on. All right. What would you do to get tourism here in Northeast Pennsylvania? What would you say if this were a commercial?
I'd buy chewing gum.
Let's move out of this corner. All right, what is your name?
Lori.
Lori, how do you like the show so far?
It's good.
You like it?
Yeah.
There were no free chips.
No, no.
We promised chips. Somebody screwed it up. Wait a minute. What's that in the back?
I heard you say beer and pizza this morning.
Did we say that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Well, we had beer and pizza. You guys got here like 11:30. What the hell do you think? What is your name?
Pete DiBiase.
Pete, who'd you come here with?
These guys right here.
They keeping an eye on you tonight?
Well, somebody has to.
Somebody's got to do it. Where do you live, Pete?
In Pittston.
Yeah, what do you do for a living?
Computer programmer.
Well, you're not like you don't shoot kneecaps out or anything like that.
On weekends sometimes.
Well, you know people who do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, sorry, Pete. Buddy, what's your name? Did I get your name?
No, Frank Schermosky.
Frank, what do you do for a living?
Carpenter.
What does your shirt say? I love cats, Alf?
Alf.
That's NBC, you know. This is a Fox affiliate.
I wasn't going to wear it. But
You're not going to be allowed to stay. I'm sorry. You're going to have to leave. What is your name, miss?
I'm Lisa Gibson.
Lisa, how are you tonight?
I'm totally thrilled, man. My heart is doing roller coasters, really. I went up the ironing today. I bought myself a whole new outfit to be here. I'm thrilled.
She's worked up like a bugger, isn't she? Boy, she's going to town. Let me tell you. What's your name, sir?
Joe Makevich.
Joe, how's the show so far?
Love it. I thought it was Bob Villa's old house.
Bob Villa got fired today, by the way.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, it's a mess. Yeah, Pop Fly's going to fill in for him. I'm pretty sure. What is your name?
Dodie.
Dodie? Mm-hmm. What kind of name is Dodie? Is that like an Indian name or? When the doty move over the big moon sky.
It's an Indian name.
No, I don't mean to make fun. What is that short for something?
Doris.
Oh, Doris. Okay, what is your last name?
Baptiste.
Whoa. It sounds like an artiste or something like that. This is our studio audience. We'll be talking to them a little bit more, maybe in a little while. But for right now, this is John Webster for Jay Daniels on Talkback with Daniels Webster. Be back after this.
I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind. You're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
This is No Witness News, serving northeastern and central Pennsylvania with regional news bureaus in Quiggleville, Mackinac, Analomic, and DuPont. And now, the No Witness News team.
Good evening, and welcome to No Witness News for this April 1st, 1989. A shooting outside of a city market early this morning leaves one man in good condition. No Witness News reporter David Pepino tells us that it must have happened before 7 o'clock because when he got there at 10 after, there was nothing going on.
City police say arson may be the cause of a rash of fires to hit the downtown recently. Public Safety Director James who would not go on camera with us. He did say, "I think there's quite a bit of arson around. In fact, too much arson around. But that's what you get. Arson around, arson around, arson around. And look what happens."
Details are sketchy surrounding an armed holdup at a gas station in our area this morning. There were no injuries, but some money was taken. City police say, "I don't know anything about it. I just came on duty." Police say they believe the suspect got away. County commissioners are tight-lipped as to their feelings concerning the proposed construction of a 1,000-ton-per-day mass-burn incinerator in our area. They also had little to say regarding the massive expansion of the landfill. The dumping here of automotive waste known as fluff, Philadelphia, New York, and New Jersey trucking its garbage in by the ton under the cover of night, or the lead contamination in our ground from local industry. The commissioners did say, though, that April 26th is the opening day for the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Red Barons. And now, speaking of sports, here's Tim. How's my hair look? Tim?
Thanks a lot, Deb. And good evening, everybody. A full-scale nuclear attack by Canada has wiped out every United States city with an NFL franchise. But our top story this evening, whoa, big doings in girls junior varsity lacrosse, huh? Yeah, the lady juggernauts of Upper West, Northwest, Southwest Carlisle, boy, they rolled past the lady squids of Our Lady of the Checkout in Hershey. That leaves them in good standing for the quarter semis. Well, we had hoped to show you even more lame footage of me in Florida, but even our news director got fed up with that and tossed it out. Well, I'll tell you, boy, lots of action in Major League Baseball today, 11 games on tap, and, well, frankly, I didn't see any of those games. Did any of you guys see any of those games? Anything at all? No, me neither. Well, I guess that about does it for sports. Flora?
Thanks. Construction started on public restrooms at Harvey's Lake this week. A spokesman for the Lake Association says he wished they'd hurry up. In a related story, signs that read, "We don't swim in your toilets, please don't swim in ours," will be sent back. New signs that read, "Our aim is to keep the place clean, your aim would help," have been ordered. And now, the world in a minute.
Ready?
Go.
Go.
That's enough.
That's about a minute.
And that does it for No Witness News this Friday evening. I'm Steve Robb.
And I'm Tim. How's my hair look?
Good night, and stay tuned for the Go-Go Gophers Meet the Magpies. All right, let's go to the phones. We have some people waiting now, and good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing? My name's Dave, and I'm a student at the University of Scranton.
Yes.
And I was wondering, is there any truth to the rumor that you guys are going to take over the beer squad as of Monday?
Well, that's right, because of the shortage in the Scranton Police Department with the early retirements, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, the beer squad disbanded.
As of this Monday, patrolmen, I believe it's Roberto and Mitchell.
Yeah, that's right.
Back on regular duty.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, it seemed like the beer squad, what did they do? Like, do these guys smell beer? I mean, they can tell where beer is better than they're like beer-sniffing cops, evidently. Can't just regular cops do the same job?
Well, I don't know. Usually they just come around and just harass us mainly.
And take the tap.
Yeah, we were wondering if you guys were going to take charge of that because, we're going to, as of Monday, because those two are off duty, off that assignment, the neighbors know that the neighborhood's just going to go right to hell.
Uh-huh, so you mean to tell me there's going to be some big doings starting Monday night somewhere in the neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, we have kegs rolling in from, like, Florida. This is like there's
Kegs rolling in from Florida. That Florida beer. You know, I talked to a guy who worked at the Anheuser-Busch brewery in Tampa. I think it's in Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me the difference between Budweiser beer and Busch beer is they change the cans on the line.
Yeah, I heard that.
You think that's true?
Well, I heard it from you.
So you guys are trucking all. So you guys are all right, thanks a lot for your call. All right.
Catch you later.
All right. Let's check out another line here. Let's see who else we have. Hello, you're on the air with Daniels and Webster on Talkback.
Yeah, I was just calling to see, was that Jim Lewis you were doing there?
What's that?
Was that Jim Lewis, the sportscaster?
Jim Lewis?
Yeah.
If you think it was, then that's like when you get a beer and you don't know what kind it is. It's what kind you like, that's what it is, if that's what you thought. Okay. What is your name, by the way? Where are you calling from?
It's Rob, but I'm a university student, too.
Okay, and Jim Lewis is like a sports guy from where?
Well, he's from Scranton, right?
Jim Lewis?
Who's that guy?
Oh, you mean Jim Miller?
Jim Miller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a little twinge of Jim Miller in
Good
there.
evening, everybody. You might say.
I usually turn it off when I see the...
He knows Pete Rose, but Pete won't admit to that.
That's right.
I think Pete owes him money, man. Thanks for your call.
All right.
Let's check out another phone line.
Another
here.
line? All right. Good evening, you're on the air.
Yeah, this is Billy God, and I think you guys really suck on TV.
All right, well...
It's all right. It's all right, Billy. We think you really suck on the telephone. And we'll be back. We'll be back after this message.
Seems like a good place to wrap
it up. Will you roll that piece of tape on Mr.
So I see you work with the U.S. Post Office?
Yeah, I'm a carrier.
What do you carry?
The postal mail. And by the way, is this on the TV now?
Yeah, as we speak now, it's on the TV now.
Could I say hello to anybody?
Go ahead.
I want to say hello to Ed Pisano, your candidate for mayor. And even though he ain't running, he works for the post office, and he's a pretty good guy.
Well, if he's not running, why are you for him?
Write-in votes.
Oh, you're going to get a write-in candidate there going?
Look at how he painted the plows.
Yeah?
He painted the plows, first of all. The plows look nice this year in the parade. I didn't see them go by yet. But
I suppose he's in the parade today.
Huh?
He's in the parade today. Are you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you rooting for his float?
Of course. That's what I came out for. We got a whole bunch of guys over here. We're going to sing the post office song later on when he goes by.
What is the post office song? You want to give us a little preview of that?
The U.S. Postal Service. It's the postal service for me. We'll deliver your mail, rain or snow. Happy as can be.
Thank you very much.
So
thank you. Thank you very
There's
much.
Another verse on it.
That's
There's
okay.
a couple of verses on it.
That's all right.
We're going to be singing it later. Is this going to be on the TV today?
All right, we'll catch up with you later.
Huh?
We'll catch up with you later.
All right. Ed Paisano.
I wanna know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
The legend of Harley Davidson, and it's only at the new Electric City Harley.
What's your feeling? Tell me what's on your mind.
Some of the guests on Talkback drove here. Others are staying at the fabulous Swingo's Celebrity Motel. Rooms with showers since 1950. Daniels and Webster's wardrobe furnished by the Federal Mail Order Pants Warehouse. If it's got two legs, it's a pair of pants. Transportation furnished by Colts. Cars furnished by Yakakaki Motors, makers of the all-new Pisa Shih Tzu.
Wow.
A hot one.
Thanks. Well, that's, believe it or not, about the end of the hour. We're coming down to the last few moments here.
But we'll go all night if you want us to. Yeah, right. Oh, sure we will. Oh, yeah.
We'd like to thank everybody who called in tonight. We didn't get to all the calls that people did place this evening, but we thanks for everybody who tried and for the people that we did talk to on the air.
Also want to thank Gene Torkelson of the Times Leader in Wilkes-Barre and Michelle Solomon of the Scranton Times.
And the greatest studio audience in the world.
Plus the lovely Vienna right over here. How about a nice hand for Vienna?
Thank you, Vienna.
Thanks to all the fine folks here at Wolf TV and Rock 107 and Benchmark, and we are out of here, I believe.
Pretty close to it. Hey, thanks for watching, and who knows, maybe this will happen again. Maybe not. You never can tell. But again, thanks for watching.
Next time they'll have chips, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
They were supposed to have chips. Did you guys get your chips? No, they didn't get any chips. But we're going to talk to the guy in the control room right after that. You guys will be having some chips before this night's over. Is that all right? How about a nice hand for the chips? All right. That's going to do it from here. That'll do it from here from the Wolf Studios in lovely Scranton, Pennsylvania. You are
Daniels.
And I am Webster. And we'll see you on the radio Monday morning on Rock 107 every morning, 6 to 10.
Thanks
Make sure
a lot.
you turn your radio on for that.
And good night.
Good night.
What you're thinking, there are some things you can't hide. I want to know what you're feeling. Tell me what's on your mind.
All right, buddy, wake up, wake up. Hey, come on, show's over.
What?
Wake up, move it along, move it
What time
along.
does the bus get here, Marge? What? What the hell's going?
Move
The
it along.
show's over?
Move it along.
The show over?
No, it's over.
Already? What the hell? How
Show's
could it be
over.